our backgrounds, that makes up our great province. We live in the greatest jurisdiction in the world. And I'm so pleased to be joined by so many hard-working caucus members from our Ontario PC team at Queen's Park. I especially want to welcome and acknowledge your local MPPs here in Scarborough, Aris Babikian, Raymond Cho, DJ Thanagaslam, and the great Dave Smith, which is a champion. Along with Councillor Michael Thompson, Michael, you're a champion, and other elected officials with us today. And of course, I want to thank all of you for being here today to celebrate the start of summer with family and friends. For too many years, Scarborough was abandoned and ignored by politicians and treated as a forgotten city. While other parties raised taxes, took more money out of your pockets, and said no to building the future, our Ontario PC government is delivering for Scarborough, delivering for all of Ontario families. Our local PC MPPs have been absolute champions for the people of Scarborough, pushing for projects that are making a huge difference in the community. Since we were elected in 2018, our government has nearly spent $200 million to build 4 new schools in Scarborough, including David and Mary Thompson Collegiate Institute, and expand 5 more like the Terry Fox Public School and St. Miguel's French Catholic Elementary School. We've added more than 4,000 student spaces and more than 370 new child care spaces for the community. We've increased funding the Scarborough Health Network by $250 million annually, and nearly 50% increase since 2018. That boosts staffing, purchase equipment like MRI machines, and expand screening, so we can reduce wait times and connect patients to care. And as part of our plan to connect everyone in Ontario to a doctor or primary care provider by 2029, because we've invested over $15 million in 5 primary care teams in Scarborough, like the Scarborough Center of Health and Communities, which is connecting 40,000 people to community care close to home. And across the province, we're protecting workers and families from President Trump's tariffs, building a stronger Ontario and a stronger Canada, so we can stand up to anything that comes our way, including President Trump. As other provinces announce deficits, tax hikes, and cuts to public service, our responsible management here in Ontario means we can do whatever it takes to protect workers and families. We're saving people and businesses $12 billion each and every single year by cutting taxes, red tape, and government regulations. This is time and money that people are putting back into their pockets and businesses so they can expand and create new jobs right here in Scarborough by growing our economy with increased provincial revenues by $71 billion since 2018, all without ever raising a tax. And my promise to everyone here today is that we will never ever raise taxes. Economy growing. Early works have begun on Highway 413. Major construction is starting on Bradford Bypass, which will save drivers in the GTA an hour a day. People are already riding the Finch West LRT Eglinton Crosstown. We're bringing the North Mainer back into service this summer, and we're building the Eglinton Crosstown West Extension, the Young North Subway Extension, the Waterfront East Transit Line, the Ontario Line, the Hamilton LRT Line, the Hazel McCallion Line, and of course, the Scarborough Subway Extension. And as we build, we're using Ontario steel and lumber and any other Ontario products we can, so that Ontario tax dollars support Ontario workers. We're also cutting the HST for new homes, providing $2.2 billion in tax relief over the next year, and investing $8.8 billion to help municipalities lower development charges. When combined, these moves will help buyers save up to $200,000 off the cost of a new home and keep the dream of home ownership alive for more families. In Scarborough, we just announced a $178 million investment to support construction of 1,700 new rental homes, including 340 affordable units with below market rents. That will be located on underused land near the Scarborough GO station. Our government will always be laser focused on keeping costs down. That's why we removed tolls from the 412, the 418, and the 407 East, saving daily commuters $7,200 each and every year, with banned new tolls on public roads, including the Don Valley Parkway and the Gardner Expressway, which the province will take over next year. We axed the Liberal Drive Clean program, scrapped the license sticker fee, and fought the Liberal carbon tax until it was removed. We firmly cut the gas tax, saving people 10.7 cents a liter, about $1.9 billion back in drivers' pocket, and we're saving transit users $1,600 every year with one fare. We have never ever raised the tax, and we will never ever raise the tax, because I know how hard people in this province live on a paycheck. And I will always fight to put more money back in your taxpayers' pockets. We're cleaning up the streets, cracking down on crime, so people can feel safe again. We're shutting down drug injection sites